Hello, everyone. Welcome to Record Club. Me and Jenny are back this week with another album, The Kinks, baby. The Kinks. My first Kinks album, I'll say. I don't know how you, Jenny. Have you kinked it up before?
I have, but I didn't have this album.
Okay.
And I was not familiar with it.
Okay. I never heard of it before.
Same.
The Village Green Preservation Society. Village Society. The Village Green, no. The Village
You
Green
had it.
Preservation. I had it. I fucking choked.
Believe in yourself.
You're right. You're right. It's hot. I'm getting hot. I'm getting stressed. That I feel better. Anyways, I guess I didn't know much about the Kinks before this week. Didn't realize there are brothers in the band. Didn't realize you're laughing at me already, but
I mean, why would you?
I guess why would
It's
I?
not like you were around in the 60s.
True.
You're very young. You're brand new.
Didn't even realize they credit the You Really Got Me as like the start of like hard rock and heavy metal because of the sound distortion of the guitar he got by slashing his amp, and that was the first time that's been like recorded like that, and it's like, oh, we can like fuck shit up and make it sound cool. So
Well, I'm sure you knew that song, though.
I knew the song, sure, but I don't really know much about them besides that. Learned a lot this week. Was interested.
I can't wait to find out.
Okay, great. Well, first off, the Kinks, they formed, I wish I would have, I have my little notes here, sorry. Forget, I should have pulled up before. They formed in the early 60s. Now, here's the thing, is they're like a singles band, and they were making mostly just single records, not like full-length LPs. They considered them more of a singles thing. They wanted to do a more artistic album, but they went to the U.S. to do a tour, because that's when the British invasion was happening.
Yes.
The tour did not go great.
No.
It did not go good. They ended up, it was so fucked up, and there was fights with the brothers on stage, off stage, management issues, that they were just straight up banned from the U.S. They could not perform in the U.S.
For 4 years.
For 4 years. But it was like the worst time to be banned in the U.S. because that's where the British invasion was happening.
Yeah.
And so like all the bands like the Beatles, the Who, the Rolling Stones, and should have been the Kinks were all like making their headway. Now, watching some interviews about them, they didn't, in the interview, seem to really care. They were like, I always wanted to go home anyways. Like, whatever. Like, I was over the U.S. Fuck it.
I mean, they should care. It kind of killed their career for a bit there.
Sure did. But they're fine. But
Okay.
yeah, I think you're right.
I mean, they did get a little bit screwed, I think, because when they came here to do the tour, their promoter or whatever the fuck her name was, Betty, she promised that she was going to pay them in cash in advance of every show. But then
Yeah.
the ticket sales weren't going great. And then she was like, actually, I can't do that. So sorry. And they were fucking mad. Like,
Yeah.
as anyone would be, because they're probably not making any money and they're counting on this money to live on. And then she's like, JK, I don't have it.
Yeah.
I would also be mad.
Yeah.
Like, I saw that they were so mad that in retaliation they played a shortened set in Reno, and then in the Sacramento show they played an extended version of You Really Got Me for almost the entire concert.
I mean, that's
They're
awesome,
like,
though.
Fuck you.
That shit rules.
And then they threatened to cancel their San Francisco shows if they didn't get paid in advance. Then Betty filed a formal complaint with the American Federation of Musicians, and the union had the power to withhold work permits for British musicians if they misbehaved on stage or refused to perform without good reason.
Right. And so. Thus they were banned. But then they said that they really leaned into the Englishness of them. And a lot of bands were not doing that. They were trying to have the American accents in their songs. They had more blues sounds because they wanted it to hit harder with American audiences, because if you made it in America, you made it. And since they couldn't, what's that?
True.
And since they couldn't perform in America, they said, we're just going to make English records. And this album in particular is like the most English record they can make,
Yeah.
according to them. So good for them. Now, when it came out, it was kind of a dud a little bit. It was a failure when it came out. Obviously has since, yes.
I wouldn't call it a failure. They had like modest sales. It wasn't like crash and burn, and it got great reviews.
Great reviews, and then that has only continued and now has become like one of those things. And now people are looking at it as like a time capsule of England at this time. So people really have fond, I guess, memories of this album because of the sound that they captured with it.
Well, you know, it was supposed to actually come out a couple months earlier than it did, but then Ray wanted to add 3 more songs, but they had already finished everything. It was 12 songs, and they were done. And then he was like, actually, I'm not finished. I want to add a couple more songs. So I had to push it back 2 months, and then it came out the same day as the Beatles' White Album.
Oh, that.
So that's tough
That
competition.
is tough.
And then a week and a half later, Rolling Stones released an album too, Beggar's Banquet. So it kind of got lost in the shuffle between those 2 larger bands. So the timing wasn't great.
So I watched a documentary about the making of this album, and it features some people of the band.
Ray and Dave?
Dave Davies. Love that name. No.
I don't like it at all.
No. But then it also had like, you know, like just producers in England. Then it had Natalie Merchant. Yeah.
I love her.
Yeah. And it had
Unexpected.
Greg Kirsten, which is, you say that, but he is the bee in The Bird and the Bee.
Oh, yes.
Or he's the bee. I don't know which one he is.
He's Adele's producer.
Yeah. Paul McCartney's producer.
I know who he is.
Yeah, yeah. Anyways, he's in it too, talking like how much this album rules and like how genius it is. And like he starts like, well, obviously when they do the 5th note and then they slide.
Oh, he would lose me there.
And he starts like talking more and more, and it gets you back to where you began. I'm like, I don't even know what you just said. And he plays it. I'm like, oh, I guess I see what you're talking about. But like, that's like,
he's a musical genius.
Yeah,
and I'm just
yeah.
an idiot that likes to listen to music.
100%. Yeah. So that was.
Wow, you agreed with that real quick.
Oh yeah.
Tough.
Sorry.
Tough day.
Okay, we don't know how to play music. Breaking news.
You don't have to agree that I'm an idiot. Jeez.
No.
I can say it.
I didn't say you're an idiot like that. I mean, like,
Wow, can you believe the way he talks to me?
Or like when it comes to like writing
kidding.
songs, we're idiots.
Writing
Anyways.
songs. We've never once tried to write a song. You don't know. We
I've
could be
tried many times
fantastic
on the
at it.
podcast, and it has not gone well. People,
No, freestyling is not writing
people
a song.
do not like it. People
I
being
don't.
Morocco.
I don't like it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Anyways, so let's get into this album.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you don't want to? You have more things to say?
I just have like 1 or 2 things.
Go for it.
This was their 6th studio album.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems like they did put out quite a few.
Yeah, but I think that this was the first time that they were just trying to make a whole complete package, not just like singles on an album.
Okay.
Is what?
I'll give you that. In Rolling Stone's 500 Greatest Albums, the 2003 rankings, this was number 255, and then it dropped to 258 in 2012, and then all the way down to 384 in the 2020 rankings, which is what we are dealing with.
Wow. All right. Let's get into the Kinks. I like that name, by the way. I think that's a good...
You would, perv.
Yeah. Jenny, let's talk about kinks. Go ahead. What's your biggest kink?
I would go ahead. You'd be the one that's red-faced and
You're
stammering.
Right.
So.
I regret saying this. My kink is karma.
Oh, my God. It's so embarrassing.
I know.
Also, mine's role play, and you know that.
Role play. What should I be next time? Jeez. All right.
I have a few ideas.
I'll be Dave Davies. Okay. So the first song, The Village Green Preservation Society, is a mouthful. Let's listen to a second of it.
I love a mouthful.
Oh my God.
See, you can't handle it.
I can't handle it.
Shouldn't have started it.
Okay. Okay. I love this song. I love this song. I did not know what to expect with the Kinks. So, you know, I knew a couple of songs, and this came out. I was like, oh, fuck yeah. We are in for a good week. That's what I said to myself.
I told you that.
You did say that. Yeah. What do you got for me, Jenny?
Well, I tried to not have too many notes on each song because there's 15 songs. So
That's
I kept
respectable.
it very brief.
And again, you are working full time and doing this.
Yes, I am.
It's very.
I'm also a mother.
I know.
And a devoted wife.
It's very. This is the devotion right here to me. This is amazing.
I thought it was the shower time when we were listening to this album.
Okay.
Anyway,
okay, I shouldn't have mentioned anything about
this. Was released as a single in the U.S. and didn't chart, but it was not released as a single in the U.K.
Weird.
I know. So all of the songs on the album were written by Ray Davies. So I'm not going to say each song was written by him because we know that. But this was written during their ban from the U.S. and Ray's described it as the album's national anthem. Mm-hmm. The song's just about being British and holding on to all the things that make them British. And the album was named after the song.
And he said that in the interview that I saw, he was talking about how this to him was like remembering his childhood and his youth and like things he would do as a kid and like try to make the most nostalgic song for him possible. But he said in turn, people have found their own nostalgia in it as well. So
I can see that. Makes sense.
Me too. Anyways, great song. You want the next one?
Yep.
Do you remember Walter?
I do. It's my dad.
I knew you were going to say exactly that when I first read that title.
Wow.
I mean, back when I first got the album.
We're so in sync.
We are so in sync. You guys should have seen us on the way here. We were just listening to this album, and for no reason, we started singing at the exact same time of the song. So
we were like not singing words.
Just
singing the music.
The same thing. And it was like, that was weird.
It was weird.
Look at us.
Annoying.
We are so annoying. All right. Do you remember Walter? Oh, I should probably put. Okay.
Walter, remember when the world was young and all the girls knew Walter's name? Walter, isn't it a shame the way our little world has changed?
I'm gonna go a little bit.
Do you remember Walter playing cricket in the thunder and the rain?
I just want to get to the chorus, then we're already there.
Do you remember Walter smoking cigarettes behind your garden
I just really like it. I don't want you to stop it.
Yes, Walter was my mate.
Walter was my mate.
Walter, my old friend,
But Walter, where are you now? I think we all have a Walter in our lives.
Well, touch and go. This, despite the title, is my favorite song.
Oh,
on the
okay.
album.
Wow.
I love this one.
Yeah.
Ray wrote this one after he ran into an old friend and realized that they didn't have anything to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, we don't really know each other anymore. In an interview with Rolling Stone in 2018, Ray said that Walter is an amalgamation of 2 or 3 people that he grew up with. So it's not really just about the one guy that he ran into. And he said this song is about lost childhood. It's just being a kid, the naivete of being young. Like being naive was something that he just wanted to touch upon again. This song was also covered by Colin Malloy in 2013.
Oh, really?
On his solo album. It's called Colin Malloy Sings the Kinks.
He did a Kinks?
Yes.
Because I know he did Shirley Collins.
5 songs on it.
And I didn't know he did I'm going to listen to that.
It's good.
You listen to
loved it.
I love Colin Malloy.
I listened to the whole thing.
I'm a Decemberist fan, y'all.
True. We have seen them together.
We have. You have to be in the right mood for the Decemberists, I think, but I really like them. They're a fun time.
True. You do have to be in the right mood. But I was in the right mood to listen to the entire album of this.
I think I will.
Which I couldn't get on my fucking Apple Music. I had
Why
to just
not?
listen to it like YouTube.
Dude, there was a song that I want to talk about in a second that I couldn't get on Apple Music either.
Piss me the fuck.
No, what are we paying for?
Also, Ray produced this song. So.
Yeah.
Oh, he already knew.
I did. But I was going to
Sorry
say...
to bore you.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, that was rude. I didn't mean to be rude to you.
No, go ahead.
That, I think, again, back to like, remember when you're younger, I think everyone has that friend that you were best friends or really good friends with. But if you saw them now, you'd be like, I don't know what to talk about.
I just recently blocked that girl on Facebook and Instagram.
There you go. There's a couple people I'm thinking of that I was so close with. And now
I don't want to be cringe, so I won't say why.
Okay.
But you know why.
Yeah,
you know who she fucking
You know what
voted
you
for.
did.
Just kidding. I can be cringe. That person unsubscribed. Fuck you, Trump and Elon Musk.
So I think that for me, I'm thinking of like a couple people where it's like, yeah, I would, if I saw them again, I would say hello, but I would be like, what do we talk about now? I think everyone has that.
You're more of a hello kind of guy than I am. I probably would just turn away and hope they didn't see me.
Really?
But I do that with people I currently know because I don't want to have to chit chat.
Yeah.
I want to read my book and listen to my music, and I don't.
There's
wanna
some
be
people that I
approached.
would do that to, but most people, like if I was like close with them, like back in the old, like when I was in 5th grade, but I remember them still, I would say
Why would
hello.
you not be close now? You never moved. You've had the opportunity to stay close.
I've changed schools, you know.
One time.
Yeah. But I will say that my kindergarten to 5th grade class was the same kids the entire time because it was a very small school.
Gross.
And I know. But I feel like I can name you all those kids still because
Please do not.
I will not, but I could. And so if I saw someone from that class, I think I would say hello.
Please. You are the person that will friend someone on Facebook, and then if they message you, be like, why is she bothering me? Why is she talking to me?
That
I'm like,
is
boy,
true.
you reached out first.
I know, dude. That was a long time ago.
You acted like this girl was hounding you.
That was
Because she was like, hey, Shawn, how are you? I was like, bitch, you started it.
that was what, 2008
Also, that was an ex-girlfriend, so he's like,
or 9?
I'm taken back off.
Whoa.
I was like, you reached out to her.
Yeah, but to be friends, not to talk. Anyways,
Also, we were already together. I don't even know why you still wanted her back.
did I? We were together when I did that?
I don't know.
I was like, well, really?
It wouldn't matter either way.
Sure, but I don't think we were. Anyways, whatever. Let's listen to the song Picture Book.
Okay.
Keep doing the... That's like every time.
You're new.
I know.
Picture yourself when you're getting on. Sat by the fireside, pondering on.
Yep.
Picture pictures of your mama to take.
Right here.
That's the part that you know.
Oh, yeah.
People with each other to prove they love each other.
Okay. 1 second. This part right here.
A picture of you in your birthday suit.
Yeah. There we go. I like that
But
part.
it's like about yourself.
No, a picture of you in your birthday suit.
Yeah, of yourself. The whole thing is about like
No, that
all
part.
the you and yours. He's speaking like of
I'm not thinking
himself.
about myself there.
So that's weird that you want to see a picture of yourself naked. You
No.
fucking creep.
That's the last thing
Do you
I want to
send
see.
yourself dick pics? Is that what you're up to?
And I said it's unsolicited too.
Anyway,
Anyway,
when Ray wrote this song, he was not intending it to be a Kinks song because he thought it was a little more pop than they were doing at the time. But then he kept it because I guess he likes it. The music's really cheerful and the lyrics are nostalgic. It's cute. It's like looking back on happy times from a long time ago. This song did not chart, but it did become a hit after it was used in a Hewlett-Packard commercial in 2004.
whoa.
So when this song started playing, I was like, I know this song. Don't we know this song? And then I thought, oh, maybe it's from that commercial. But then I read that it was because of Green Day, because Green Day uses the opening riff in their song Warning that came out in 2000.
To add it in my little playlist, and I didn't. But let's go back to the beginning of Picture Book. Here we go. Okay, and now we'll go to Green Day. What the fuck just
I don't
happened?
think you will.
What? There we go. It totally is.
Yeah. I don't think they're
No,
denying that.
no. I think it's an homage. It was just a tribute.
Green Day is another thing that you really have to be in the mood for.
Sure. Yeah.
I used to love Green Day so much.
Yeah.
Like Dookie.
Dookie.
Those were the days.
Mm-hmm. I think they lost me with American Idiot, and that's where a lot of people like really got into him, but I didn't like that
What's
album.
that song that Emma had to sing it at like kindergarten promotion or something, and you were being such a bitch about it, and I was like literally crying my eyes out, and you're like, this is so fucking lame.
What the what?
That oh my god, what is the song? They always played it like graduation.
Time of Your Life?
Yes, that one.
It's something
yes,
unpredictable.
and you were doing that bullshit, and I'm like crying so hard because
At Emma's graduation, I did that?
It wasn't like a real graduation.
Oh.
Her 5th grade didn't do a graduation, but it was just like a you're about to move on little ceremony, and we got to go to, and you were just like, this fucking song is so fucking lame. I'm like, shut the hell up.
Jeez, sounds like me to ruin a
It's
moment.
touching.
Sorry about that. Anyways, sorry. Do you have more of the song?
No.
Okay. Let's go
Oh,
to
what a bitch.
what a dick. Johnny Thunder.
Johnny Thunder lives on water, feeds on lightning.
Okay. I think Johnny Thunder sounds like a badass, first of all. Don't fuck with Johnny Thunder.
I think that actually someone took that as like their band name too, like
Johnny Thunder?
Thunders.
The Johnny Thunders? That's cool.
I didn't have time to look into that because I didn't care enough.
Sure.
But Ray was inspired by Marlon Brando's character in this movie, The Wild One.
Oh.
Do you know what that is? He's like a motorcycle.
No.
I've never seen it. Every time we do this podcast, I find like a million movies where I'm like, should I watch this?
Yeah.
This could be good. Like, am I going to like this?
Mm-hmm.
No, yes, no. Anyways, doesn't matter.
Okay.
Also, Marlon Brando was supposed to be in the movie JFK.
Really?
They offered him the role that Donald Sutherland plays,
Really?
and he said no.
Huh.
And Kevin Costner is in that.
Because it's too long. It's a long movie.
I have not seen the whole thing.
I've not
watched
seen the whole thing either.
parts of it and never the whole thing.
Again, you knew it was long because it was in 2 VHSs at Blockbuster, so
Yeah.
you knew you couldn't fuck with that one.
And I had to watch part of it in like history class.
Yeah.
Anyway, Ray really wanted The Who to cover this song. He felt like it'd be a great song for them and like floated it out there and was like, you guys want to cover this? They did not.
Okay. You want to
So.
do this? No.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Well, it's a good song.
Sorry, Emma was texting me. That's what I was getting distracted by.
Oh, sorry. Well.
No, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
It's when it's the kids. I feel
Well,
like I should-
in literally 1 minute, the pre-sale for the Switch 2 is going on, and I know my Slack is about to go crazy because I know everyone is in the Slack right now trying to get Switch 2 pre-order in. So I am
Okay,
here.
Well, best of luck.
I will not be doing that, but good luck to all of them.
Great,
But
now
I
you're not going to get a Switch 2.
I will get one. Don't you worry. I'll make it happen. All right.
I mean, we have other things to pay for right now. It's almost like it's birthday and graduation, so that's
right.
not going to happen.
You know, I got 2 more cameos to help pay for the shaved ice truck.
That's so nice.
I know. I'm getting
Thank you.
close. We are getting it, people. Okay. Let's listen to the next song, The Last Steam-Powered Trains. Very bluesy.
I think this is the one we started singing together.
It is, yeah. Okay, so when I first heard this, we were driving home from last week's episode,
Yes.
and I said, this vocal sounds like Bob Dylan to me, and I stand by it. I hear Bob Dylan.
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's Dylan-esque.
Dylan-esque. Not saying it's exactly Bob Dylan, but
Obviously.
it's close.
No one can be exactly Bob Dylan.
No, not even Timothy Chalamet.
Not even Bob Dylan.
There you go.
Okay, this is the longest song on the album. It's over 4 minutes, and all of the other ones are under 3 minutes.
Mm.
Interesting. The song was recorded 2 months after steam trains were retired from passenger service in the UK.
Wow. How about that?
Interesting fact.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not that interesting.
I'm interested.
Remember I said earlier the album was only supposed to have 12 songs, but then
Yep.
Ray wanted to add 3 more.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the songs that he wanted to add. So they had to pause production just so they could put a couple more songs on, which made some people really upset. And they also ended up releasing the 12-song version in like Finland and somewhere
Really?
else. Because they were like, well,
We
we
already made
had
these.
fucking some of them like, Norway, you can have these. Also, Robert Christgau of The Village Voice, who was the only person whose review of Screamadelica I agreed with last week,
Mm-hmm.
said that this is the most memorable track on the album.
Really?
And like many songs on the album, it's about how to deal with the past.
Hmm.
I was like, oh, that's a good insight.
Yeah.
Robert, hitting it out of the park once again.
God, I love Robert. Okay, next we're going to listen to Big Sky. A song I had heard before, but not by the Kinks.
Really?
Yeah, we'll get into that in a second.
Can't wait.
This is the interesting song because like they're not really singing so much. It's just more talking, kind of singing, but talk singing.
Big sky, look down on all the people looking up at the big sky.
Boom, 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 boom.
Everybody's pushing one another around.
So I knew this song because the Aquabats covered this on an EP they did, which I stand by as one of the best titles and then covers of an EP I've ever seen. It is the Aquabats' Yo Check Out This Ride, which is a whatever name. But the album cover is the back commander on a horse. And I don't know why that just does it for me. I always thought that was very funny. But let's listen to a second of Big Sky by the Aquabats.
All right.
Okay. Whatever.
Big sky, look down on all the people looking up at the big sky. Everybody pushing one
Sounds like Christian.
It definitely lends itself well, I think, to an Aquabats cover. Anyways, whatever. That's what I had about Big Sky. Jenny, what do you have about
like
Big
it.
Sky?
This is another one of the songs that was added after the original 12. And the rumor is that Ray had intended to use it for a solo album, but then plans for the solo project fell apart. So then he just used it here. And he said in an interview in 1984 that this was one of his favorite songs, but he was unsatisfied with the finished recording. He didn't like his vocals on it, and he didn't really like the production of it. So that's too bad.
Yeah.
Most people think this song is anti-religion. Like they're saying like God sucks because he lets people suffer.
Mm-hmm.
Because like there's a line that says people lift up their hands and they look up to the big sky, but big sky is too big to sympathize.
Yeah. Big Sky is too big to cry, too high to see. People like you and me. So like, yeah.
He's like, you don't give a fuck
God
about
doesn't
you.
care about us. Yeah.
But Ray has said that it's not about God. He denies that it is, but he won't really clarify exactly what it's about. But he has said that it's about like how small our personal problems are when compared with issues of the world at large. So, but this is the song that made critics start to really praise his songwriting ability, and he started to get like Lennon and McCartney and Bob Dylan comparisons.
All right.
And so he's starting to get more of like the writing credit that he hadn't previously received.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I don't love this one.
Yeah. Me neither.
Because I have such mixed emotions about talk singing.
I do know that.
If the right person does it, I'm here for it.
And I think that's why I like it when Christian does it for the Aquabats, but it's like, okay, like I like it when he does that. Like I enjoy that.
Maybe if it was Eagle Bones.
Yeah, probably better. All right, let's go to the next song, which is Sitting by the Riverside. It does, I like how like this is a very eclectic sounding album where like you really don't know what you're gonna get next.
I know, I love this one.
This one sounds, I imagine like 1960s England with this song.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe imagining like Monty Python with cars driving around like really fast or something like that with this. I don't know what it is, but something about this reminds me of, I get that vibe.
This one reminds me of a song from Chicago, which I know you hate, but I can't remember what the song is, but there's a part when they're like, the gun, the gun, the gun, the gun.
I don't remember that. I'm sorry.
Fine. Well, it reminds me of that. And
Okay.
I'll make you listen to it on the way home. I'll
Okay.
make you listen to the whole Chicago soundtrack on the way home.
Okay. I'm into it.
He's lying.
No, I'll do it.
Please. Anyway, this one they used honky tonk piano, which
I
I
can hear
had
that.
to look up because I didn't know what that meant.
Mm-hmm.
But it's something about like the strings of each key being slightly detuned to make it sound more tinny. So it's like
Interesting.
old timey.
Because it does, you hear that tinny sound for sure.
I know, I love it. I love this one.
Huh.
That's all I wrote for that one.
Okay.
Trying to keep it short.
I appreciate that. The next we got is Animal Farm, the book I hated the most reading in English class.
Oh my God.
Yep, it's true.
How many books did you read?
Several.
Did you watch the movie? Or the cartoon?
I didn't.
They played for Emma the nail place.
This world is big and wild and half insane. Take me where real animals are playing. Just a dirty old shack where the hound dogs bark.
Okay.
That we called our home.
I mean, a lot of it is him saying, like, I want to be back there. I want to go back home. Like, a lot of it is, like, such a nostalgic feeling for this whole album.
Okay, so you liked the song?
I do.
Because it doesn't seem to be related to the book in any way.
No, that's yeah.
It's
That was just a sidebar of me saying that I didn't like the book, but the song has nothing to do with that.
Yeah, the song is not an allegory to critique totalitarian regimes.
Which, let me say, if I read it today, I probably would get it way more than when I was 14. I would hope.
I mean, yeah, because you'd probably understand how power can corrupt anyone, even those who are initially fighting for freedom.
Right? Yeah.
That would probably, although nobody in the government was initially fighting for freedom. Never mind, who fucking cares? I hate this bullshit. Anyway, this song just seems like it's about a guy thinking about how happy he was when he grew up on a little farm, like the joys of simple life. He's talking about animals and shit. I think it really is just talking about Animal Farm, a farm with animals, and not the book. I think this one was added after the original 12. I don't know. I put maybe in my note. This song was covered by the band The Judy Bats.
I've never heard of the Judy Bats.
Me neither, but you brought up the Aquabats, so I thought I'd mention it.
Look at that.
That was a note I probably wouldn't have said otherwise.
Wow. I'm glad I could say the Aquabats. Do you want the next song? Village Green, which we already covered a Village Green earlier, but we're getting back to it.
That's a different song.
I know. But it's funny that Village Green is already a weird name, but it's in 2 songs. Here we go.
I think Village Green is like an English one.
Oh, is it?
Parks or something.
Oh, is it? Oh.
I'll look it up.
Thanks.
There's a village green. Oh, it's been a long time since I last set eyes on the church with the steeple down by the village green.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but
It's just refers to a public, usually grassy open space in the center of a village or town, often used for recreational activities and community gatherings.
oh, it's a Village Green.
Yeah.
Like the town park. Oh, I
Yes.
see. Well, I will say this is my favorite song on the album. I love this song.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then you would have been so disappointed to see them in concert because they never play it live.
Really? Really?
Except for they played an instrumental version in 1973, and then Ray played it at a solo show in 1995.
Okay.
This is another one that Ray considered using for a solo album, but then added it because it seemed to fit the vibe. This song was also used in the 2007 film Hot Fuzz.
Oh, with Simon Pegg?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I had never heard of this. It was another thing that I was like, should I watch?
I've seen it, but don't remember it, so I can't tell
Also,
you.
Timothy Dalton was in that. Do you remember him? He was one of the James Bonds. He was in License to Kill. But that was the first Bond I ever saw. So, like, I thought he was so good. I was like, this is the best James Bond. Like, you know,
Yeah.
it's like SNL. Whatever you were in high school, that's the best cast.
Yeah.
I was like, this guy is so good. Like, no one could ever be better. Pierce Brosnan came along, and at first I refused to even see the movies. I'm like, no,
really?
not my Bond.
But then you did.
And then I liked him because he's so fucking hot.
Yeah.
But I've still never seen the Daniel Craig Bonds because I'm still true to Pierce and Timothy Dalton.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Timothy Dalton is in that Yellowstone prequel show, 1923, that we haven't
Oh,
watched.
we should watch that.
Because we've seen Yellowstone,
Right.
obviously.
Obviously. That was mandatory watching. Okay. The next song is Starstruck.
Baby, you don't know what you're saying because you're a victim of bright city lights. And your mind is not right. You think the world's at your feet because you're starstruck, baby, starstruck. You're taken in by the starstruck, baby, starstruck. You think you never
I really like this album.
I fucking love this one.
I like this. Like every time we get into a song, I'm like, this song's also great. This song rules.
I wrote next to so many songs, is this my favorite?
Yeah.
It's not. This is my second favorite.
Mm.
But this was the lead single for the album in the UK and the US, but it didn't chart in either place. How dare you? But it did chart in the Netherlands. So they knew.
All
what
right,
was
they
up.
got it.
They were right. Ray said that he wrote this one as a tribute to his favorite Motown groups.
Oh,
Like the Four Tops and the Temptations.
okay, I can see that.
Yeah. The song's basically just telling a girl that, like, she's not understanding the difference between stardom and real life. It's like, get a fucking grip. What the hell is wrong with you?
Mm-hmm.
This song was also used in the 2021 film Last Night in Soho.
I haven't heard of that one.
okay, well, I was looking at it and I think maybe we should watch it and perhaps start another podcast where we just watch every single movie that I discover through this podcast.
Okay.
Because, like, the cast was fire. Like, Anya Taylor-Joy is in it, and, you know, I love her.
Yeah, I like her.
And then that guy that you think is ugly who's so fucking hot from the Hunger Games, that's Finnick Odair. His real name is Sam Claflin or something. And then he was in Daisy Jones and the Six.
Okay.
Which you didn't watch?
I didn't watch that, no.
God, why do you hate us? Emma loves that guy.
Yeah.
Also, Daisy Jones and the Six is a book that we read because of a fan rec from one of your fans, Amy from Ireland, that we met at Game Days.
I know Amy.
Messaged me before Easter once to say I should put it in Emma's Easter basket, and I did. And then Emma became obsessed, and then I did, and then there was a show.
Wow.
So thank you, Amy.
Thanks, Amy.
Not
Shouts
that
out.
I think she's watching this, but
Well, maybe.
But if she is,
There's a chance. There's a chance. All right. Let's get to maybe, I'm guessing, your favorite song on the album, Phenomenal. Cat. It's not?
no, I'm a dog person.
Okay. We'll skip ahead a little bit.
You skip right to it.
Nah. Let's get a little bit.
Don't.
We just gotta get a little bit further.
We
Wait.
didn't go far enough. It's right down there. Oh, wow. I know what you're trying to do.
Yeah. Jenny's face when she heard this was so funny.
I don't like that.
You don't like it.
I do not like that at all.
I don't mind that even a little bit, and I thought it was kind of funny and cute.
Cute.
Yeah, I was like, that's fun.
Was it the fucking cat talking? I hate
Yeah,
it.
it's a cat talking. I played it for Lennon, and she's like, is that the cat singing? I'm like, yeah. She's like, I like that. So Lennon also was on my side.
You've corrupted the
Sawyer,
child.
however, was on your side. She did
Had a
not like it.
kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like that at all.
I just thought it was like a fun. It's dumb.
It gave me the creeps.
Yeah, it doesn't give me the creeps. It's kind of like
I
a.
feel like I stay away from cats. I'm allergic to cats.
Yeah.
Every time I touch our cat, I regret it later. My eyes get all itchy.
Yeah, he's so sweet though.
And our cat is hypoallergenic,
Yeah.
but still.
Yeah. Well, sorry I hate this song, but
Well, you know, I read a blog post about this that said this song was often described as the least good song of the album.
okay.
which
I'm not
is-
saying it's. Yeah, I mean, I could agree with that probably.
I would have disagreed with it if not for that horrific fucking cat talking. No, please. Ew, God. Boner killer for life. I don't like that.
I won't do that again.
Ugh. I do like the very beginning of the song, though, because it says a long, long time ago in the land of idiot boys. I'm like, did I write this?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's like, which land is not that land?
Right.
It's every land.
We've seen Temptation Island.
Oh my God. We have got to stop watching. It's the worst show I've
worst
ever
show.
seen. I fucking hate every single man on that
Man,
show.
we should really stop watching these shows.
It's the worst trash I've ever seen in my life. I will continue watching.
Do you think it's worse than that Too Hot to Handle show?
Yes.
Temptation Island's worse. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I didn't hate the guys with such a passion. on
True.
the show. I didn't like them by any means.
You guys, the host for Temptation Island, his name is Mark L. Wahlberg. What the fuck? It's so stupid.
I'm not really sure why he's there.
I don't know why he's there either. Michael B. Jordan, I'm fine with that. But Mark
Ooh,
L.
We're all fine with that.
Mark L. Wahlberg, fuck right off.
Michael B. Jordan can do whatever he wants.
That's what I'm saying.
Ugh, he's so hot.
I agree. Okay.
He has a new movie coming out. with
I
Haley
think Garrett just saw it. I think he liked it.
Oh,
Yeah.
looks kind of scary.
Or maybe it was Stevie B who just saw it and liked it. Someone saw it and liked it.
I
all
love
right.
Stevie B. I'm so jealous I haven't seen him yet.
Yeah, me too. I have seen him, several times. Okay. Next is All of My Friends Were There, hanging out with Stevie B.
Okay. I had more notes. I'm glad we
Oh,
skipped them.
I'm sorry.
I don't care.
You sure?
Yeah, they were not important. I hate that song.
Okay. I feel bad now.
My big day, it was the biggest day of my life. It was the summit of my long career, but I felt so down and I drank too much beer. The management said that I should not appear. I walked out onto the stage and started to speak. The first night I missed for a couple of years. I explained to the crowd and they started to cheer. And just when I wanted no one to be there, all of my friends were there.
All right. Let's.
So I just can't make you stop doing that.
I'm so
Okay.
sorry. This is a weird song.
My first note was such gorgeous vocals, but then you kind of crushed.
Oh, okay,
that
yeah.
one.
Mhm.
Just kidding. You had gorgeous vocals
Thank
as
you,
well.
babe.
This song was inspired by a real event.
What?
Andy Miller wrote a book that was called 33 and a Third, and it's about this album. And in the book, Ray told a story, and he said that he had a fever of 104 degrees, and then he had lots and lots and lots to drink and thought, it doesn't matter. But then the curtains opened, and all of my friends were there in the front row. It was a terrible night. I thought I'd write a song about it.
The
So he was
hell is
just
he
like-
talking about?
He was
He
drunk, and feverish.
and did
had-
a show anyways?
Yeah, did the show and
Wow.
did a terrible job, and then was like humiliated, which is this song is about the guy being like so fucking embarrassed.
Yeah,
and being
okay,
like,
got it.
I better hide away for a couple days because I feel like a jackass.
Mhm.
Because all my friends were there and they saw me suck ass.
Yeah, it's tough.
So that's embarrassing.
Yeah.
But I love that song. So pretty.
It's fun. It's weird too. All right. Wicked Annabella. This gets like dark, sinister sounding. Spooky.
I mean, it's about a witch.
Yeah. Yeah.
In a dark and misty house.
This song I thought like rocks pretty hard.
Wicked Annabella mixes a brew
Okay.
that no one's ever seen.
I mean, you really don't know what you're getting after like, the fact that this and Phenomenal Cat are two songs away from each other, it's pretty funny to me.
Wow. Well, this is the only song that Ray doesn't sing lead on. That's Dave singing.
Oh.
So that's part of why it sounds different.
Mm.
And then I just said it's giving a Helter Skelter vibe.
Yeah.
Like it feels a little darker, a little
Mhm.
spooky.
Mm-hmm.
And then somebody called it a psychedelic nursery rhyme.
I could see that.
Yeah. Which I
Yeah.
liked. I thought
Yeah.
that was a cool way to describe it. Although I should have written down who said that. You get no credit for your work. Sorry.
That's okay. All right. Next song we got is Monica, which sounds very different than the song we just heard. Yeah, this one's like, you could like salsa to this song.
Calypso.
Calypso, that's what I'm thinking of.
Even Calypso.
Let's see. Here we go. If I lose Monica, I should die.
You might.
You might.
This song is a serenade for a prostitute.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
He never mentions her job specifically because he didn't want to get banned from the radio. But he also said, this is Ray that I'm talking about, if you label her a hooker, then it restricts people from relating to the song. But if you don't actually say it, then people will find pieces of themselves in it.
Interesting. Okay.
But it is about a hooker.
Because everyone knows that Monica glows at night. She'll do something wrong and prove to you she's right.
Yeah, she's
Mm-hmm.
having sex for money.
Got it. Got it now. Now I get it. But I found a piece of myself in it before I knew about the hooker thing. He's right. He is right. All right. The last song on the album, People Take Pictures of Each Other. Another silly song, I think.
Another song about pictures.
Yeah.
People take pictures of the summer just in case someone thought they had missed it, and to prove that it really existed. Fathers take pictures
This song like resonated with me very much so, in the sense of like I do take pictures all the time. Obviously, my whole life from the time I was 18 to now is on camera, and like, but like the thing like to prove they really existed, it's like, yeah, that's the thing that like
I wrote down that too.
really.
I said
And then
people take pictures of each other just to prove that they really existed.
Yeah.
With the exact line.
but then I've had the thought too where it's like, okay, let's one day when I die, very far from now, obviously, but like
You
what?
still don't have a will.
Yeah, I know. But what will be like remembered of me? Like what? Is it the Dragon
It's
Ball in
not
5
gonna be
minutes
good.
video?
It's
Is
not
that
gonna
what
be
it's
good
going to
at
be?
all.
That's not great.
Also, why did you say pictures from 18 to now, as if there's not 100 million pictures of you?
Well,
as a
there
child?
are, but I'm just thinking
Your
like,
mom was a literal photographer.
sure, but like, this the pictures of like,
I mean, so was my dad, but there's not a single fucking picture of me as a kid.
there's a couple, one or two.
Only when I was working.
Yeah. Yeah. But anyways, I don't know. I had that as like I'm listening to the song like thinking about like what would be the thing that people remember me by. What is that? What is that thing? Also, I had the thought one time that like at some point in your life you take the picture that they're gonna use at your funeral and you don't know it.
What the fuck is going on around here?
I don't know. I just had these thoughts with this,
What
this
people
song.
will remember of you through pictures is just fake because it's like social media. Like,
Right.
you take pictures of all these great times and all these like perfect moments.
Sure.
That's not really what your life is.
No, exactly.
I mean,
totally.
this song actually does seem like incredibly relevant today.
Mm-hmm.
Like Ray said he was inspired to write this after he went to a wedding and he saw the bride and groom, like someone was taking a picture of them together and then the bride like grabbed the camera and took a picture of the groom and then he took it and took a picture of her and he was just like, this is fucking silly. It's like, yeah. But we do take pictures to prove we existed. I mean, that is why I take pictures of everything, because I want the kids to have something to look at and be like, here is proof of how much my mom loved me. She took a million pictures. She threw birthday parties and poured her heart and soul into the details. And there's all these photos to show all the hard work she did so that they'll know that I love them so, so much.
Right.
Now that they're older, I don't worry about that as much. But when they were little, I'd be like, what if I die before they're old enough to remember me?
Right. Well. Anyway, so that's what this song brought out in me. It was some weird,
morbid
stuff. Yeah, but it's kind of a morbid song, a little bit. Anyways, that is the album. Let's see what Rolling Stone had to say about it and why they moved it. Why did it?
They never tell us why.
I know they don't, but I wonder why. Okay, here we go. Whoop. While their British invasion peers, the Beatles, the Stones, the Who, were getting psychedelic, Ray Davies took his band for a pastoral retreat with the witty portraits of quaint English small-town life fading away like Big Sky. Nobody bought it, but Village Green went on to become one of the Kinks' most influential statements. With You Really Got Me and All Day and All the Night, we were saying, we are here, we're going to grab you, Davies told Rolling Stone. The music on Village Green says is come find us.
Ooh, that's good.
It is good.
I like that.
What do you give this album, Jenny?
I give it 4.5. It lost a half for that fucking cat sound.
I also give it a 4.5, but I can't tell you why it's not a 5, but it's just not quite. But I love this album.
It was the cat singing.
And if I am at a record store and I see this album, I will buy it because I loved it. I thought it was great.
Yeah, it was a good time. I had so much fun listening to it.
Yeah. I really like this
For that
album.
fucking
And I am
cat.
now a Kinks fan. So I
knew we'd get you.
I was never like against the Kinks. I just never really thought about them.
Yeah, it wasn't like it was Bruce Springsteen. All you do is talk shit.
Right. Which now I like Bruce Springsteen. So I'm learning to like things.
So proud of you. Look at all this growth.
Now Primal Scream, not so much.
You don't have to like everything.
Not everything.
At least you tried.
I sure did. All right. Speaking of tried, let's talk about Cardi B, Bad Bunny. Well, it's Cardi B's, but featuring Bad Bunny.
And J Balvin.
And J Balvin? Belvin? I have no idea. J
Balvin?
something. I like it.
I like shining. I like $1 million deals. Where's my pen? Bitch, I'm signing. I like those Balenciagas, the ones that look
Okay.
like socks. I like going to the Tula. I put rocks all in my watch. I like Texas from my ex.
I really like this song.
Obviously.
I did.
I fucking love this song.
And then now that we're familiar with Bad Bunny, I was like happy to
Bad Bunny.
You know what's fun? Sorry.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
So sorry. Don't know where that came from.
You ate a bug.
What the heck?
Watch your language.
I can't talk.
Okay.
No, sorry.
I was like, I could just talk for a second.
You talk for a second.
All right. Well, today I had to pick up Beckett from track practice, but we just recently bought a new car. It's a minivan. Well, a used new car. And so I was playing this song just on repeat because I like to get a feel for the song. We're just playing over and over whenever it's a song. And I guess I was playing it pretty loud and I didn't realize it because one of the kids coming from the track like walked in front of the car and he was like started dancing and then he like looked at me and was like, oh God, it's an old lady in there. Like I think he thought it was a young person. And he was so like horrified / disgusted
That's
to see that
so
it's like,
funny.
you are listening to this? Because he was gonna have a moment with me, I think, when he thought I was a young person and then was horrified.
That's rad.
I was like, yes, I'm in a minivan. Why would you assume I was young?
Maybe borrowing your mom's car.
It's my first minivan. I'm ashamed of it. Sean loves it.
I love this fucking van. I love it. I didn't realize I'm such a van guy, but I am.
I don't think I am a van
You can
gal.
call me Van Wilder. Thank you.
I absolutely will not. But
Okay.
it did name it Minerva because it looks like minivan.
Yeah.
Like Minervan.
I got it.
Anyway, this song came out in 2018 and it is the 4th single from her debut album. So I was like, oh, she's only been here since 2018.
I didn't realize that. Also,
I mean, she was around before because she was like on Love and Hip Hop.
but how did she get Bad Bunny to be on her album if this is her debut? That's
She
crazy.
probably had a couple singles out that were big or she was on the scene.
What I
don't
was
know.
going to
Didn't look
say
into-
before I swallowed that bug is that
Disgusting.
I didn't realize that Bad Bunny was involved. I just hit play, and then I was like, oh, it's Bad Bunny. I knew
Oh.
before it even said it because I could like hear him. I was like, look at me. I would have
That's
never
'cause
done that
now
earlier.
You love Bad Bunny.
I guess so.
Not as much as Daddy Yankee, but
No.
I do love Daddy Yankee.
Yeah.
Anyway, this song reached #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, which was her second #1 song, which is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of her first songs. And it made her the first female rapper to ever get 2 #1 hits on the Billboard Hot 100.
Wow.
And it was also Bad Bunny and J Balvin's first #1 hit on the Billboard Hot 100.
Really? Oh, so that's before like he blew up all the way too, though.
I guess so.
Guess so.
Or even if he was getting #1.
2018 does not sound that long ago.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I guess it was.
Rolling Stone named this the 11th best summer song of all time.
Wow.
Well, then I obviously had to go look at the whole list.
Okay, good.
And I was like, let me see what the top 10 are.
okay.
You can tell me if you agree with these.
Okay.
Number
Is California
10.
Girls on there? Sorry. Go ahead.
Depends on which California girls you're speaking of.
I'm thinking of Katy Perry, but
No.
okay.
And also fuck her.
Well,
Congrats on going to space, you dumb
no,
bitch.
I don't give a fuck about that, but that's a good summer song.
Feminism. Essence by WizKid featuring Tim's.
Nope. No idea what that is.
No idea what it is. I'm too old. I drive a minivan. Vacation by the Go-Go's.
Okay, well, that's a good one.
This one is a real head scratcher for me. Number 8 is When Doves Cry by Prince.
What? A summer song?
How is that a song of the summer?
That makes no sense to me.
I mean, I love that song. It's so good. I just don't think of it as like, oh yeah, it's summertime. Put on When
That
Doves Cry.
you know what? That Demi Lovato song, "Cool for the Summer." That's a summer
I
song.
knew you were gonna fucking say
Love
that.
that song.
Almost wrote down that you were gonna say that, and I was like, no, ridiculous.
Well,
Number 7, School's Out by Alice Cooper.
okay, that's good.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Number 6, Fight the Power, Public Enemy.
Okay.
Number
A summer song?
I know. Number 5, California Girls by the Beach Boys.
Yeah. Okay. Close.
Number 4, Gin and Juice by Snoop Dogg, which I would have liked before, but he's dead to me now.
Okay.
3, Gotta Give It Up by Marvin Gaye.
Huh.
2, Dancing in the Street by Martha and the Vandellas, which is one of the songs that we did here. And
Yep.
why are you acting like it's not the best song that you've ever heard?
But I'm thinking of a song for the summer.
We
but
still got to watch the movie that was in.
yeah.
And Good Times by Chic.
How does that song go?
You
I'm
know.
I'll
Good
play-
Times. I'm like, you know it. Oh my God.
Chic.
Good Times.
Good times.
What are you trying to make me sing on this podcast?
I
Your
don't
worst fucking
know.
Nightmare. I'm not you.
Oh.
We all have good times.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, this song was nominated for a Grammy for Record of the Year, but it lost to Childish Gambino's This Is America. And this was the first female rap song to surpass 1 billion streams on Spotify, which
Wow.
is crazy.
It has like 1.
6 billion views on the video.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
I wrote that down.
Okay.
This song samples the 1967 song I Like It Like That by Pete Rodriguez, which I found out that our kids have never heard that song.
Oh, they
How do you
hadn't?
not know that song?
I don't know.
That is a famous song.
Yeah.
But they were loving this song. Everyone was dancing all over
But
the
they
house
didn't know the
today.
original.
No.
Yeah.
The video was inspired by the 1994 movie I Like It Like That, which, again, should we watch this? John Cena's in it. Not John Cena. John Cena.
John Seda, not Cena.
Yeah. But do you know who that is?
No.
He's in Selena.
Mm.
Have you seen Selena?
I've seen Selena.
Okay. He's the husband. Chris.
Oh, okay.
He's so good. Anytime he's in anything else, I'm just so sad for him. Like, I remember what happened to you. No, I know he was acting.
Okay.
Oh, God.
D-
You're going to give me a trash take right now.
well,
Go
this has
ahead.
nothing to do about anything. But you said John Cena, and I
didn't say.
well, you said John.
I was saying it's not him.
Right. And then I thought about him, and then his slogan is "You can't see me." He does like this, like "You can't see me."
Why would I know that?
Well, he does. I don't know. You watch Wipeout with Nicole.
He doesn't say that there.
No, but he watched. Anyways, is it because his last name is C-Na?
Ew.
I'm.
Why are you trying to turn me against him? I think he seems
I'm
nice.
posing the question.
He does so much
and I
for
realize,
Make-A-Wish.
is that what "You can't see me" because it's C-Na?
Please stop. No,
Huh.
I'm saying it's not because that's too dumb to be believed.
I say there's a chance.
Well, I hate it.
Me too.
Anyway, Cardi B, Bad Bunny, and J Balvin performed this at Coachella in 2018.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds amazing. And then Bad Bunny performed it with Shakira at the Super Bowl in 2020.
Dang. Okay.
So I love Cardi B. She's so cute and funny. You know, she can't drive. She doesn't have a driver's license, but she loves to buy cars. And then someone was like, why do you always buy cars? And she was like, they're for taking pictures with. Like, she's so funny.
The fuck?
She cracks me up.
Howard Stern would play like things from her Instagram and Twitter and stuff, and she posts the most
She's amazing.
fucked up shit.
I love her.
Where she's like saying like, "You don't believe that I'm lactose intolerant," and then like she's like on the toilet, and you hear her taking a shit, and it's like, "Now do you believe me, bitch?" And it's like, "Oh my god."
She'll say fucking anything.
She will do anything.
You know, she got butt implants when she was a stripper. When she was like 19, I think, because she wanted to make more money,
Yeah.
obviously. And then the woman that she went to was like, probably not a licensed doctor, I'm assuming, because she paid like $500 for it.
Oh my goodness.
Actually, it was like, it didn't go great. But like a week after she got hers, that woman got shut down because someone else died getting the same thing.
Whoa.
I was like, ooh, yikes. It's fucking
Jesus
scary.
Christ. That's wild. All right. Jenny, I picked this time, the last time, so you can pick this time.
Okay, thank you.
What do we have today?
Very thoughtful. I
Yes.
can't wait to find out.
Me too.
Okay. 368. We didn't go far.
We did not go far. Where were we at last time?
384, I think.
Yeah, right. Jeez, wow. Okay. 368.
Give me something good. Look,
Oh,
Dookie.
that's
I
funny.
was just talking about that.
368 is All Things Must Pass by George Harrison.
Never heard of him.
Well, I've heard of him, but I don't know if I've heard this album.
I don't know if I have either.
And I
I'm
love George
excited.
Harrison, so I'm very excited.
He's
Okay.
my favorite Beatle.
All right. Is he really?
No,
Oh. Was it Paul?
of course.
Of course.
It's everybody's favorite.
Yeah. I
Who
think
I
George
wanted
is
to
my,
name our baby after.
I think George is my second favorite, though.
We named our child Lennon.
I know. Sounds better than Harrison.
That's
I know.
our brother-in-law's name.
He doesn't go by it for a reason. All right. I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
Oh my God, I like the name Harrison,
Me too.
but it didn't work for.
Harrison
A
Ford,
gal.
obviously. Okay, so the song, ready for this?
Yes.
It's Black Hole Sun, which, you know that song?
I have a really bad memory associated with that song.
You do?
I'll tell it on the next one.
Soundgarden? Oh, geez.
It's not their fault. It's a great song.
Great song. All right, well, we'll get into that. Black Hole Sun by Soundgarden and All Things Must Pass by George Harrison. It's going to be a fun week. Love you all. Thank you to Turtleverse and Kevin Hilt for being in my Gold Club membership. Thank you to everyone else
Thanks,
who has
guys.
subscribed to our Patreon and leaves comments. I read them all, and I appreciate them. So
I read some of them.
she does, the ones I show her. That's right. Anyways, I'll show you all of them. It's fine. I love you all, including you, Jenny. All right, we'll see you guys next week. They didn't get the switch, by the way. Goodbye.
Oh no.